Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the Makeup Mummy family. And guys, if you are new to my channel, it'll be awesome if you can hit that subscribe button and join me here at Makeup Mummy. It's been a while, hasn't it? It really has been a while. You know, I did say a while back, I'm just kind of coming on here to periodically to show you what I pick up or a product that I'm really interested in. You know, I have a lot going on at the minute, you know, with my makeup course. I am building my Instagram. It's been hectic as of late. And obviously my mental space hasn't been great either, so there's been that to contend with. But forget all that for the moment. I have a huge makeup haul. This is just stuff that I have been picking up as we've been going on, you know, throughout the months, and things that I've been enjoying or things I haven't even tried yet. And I just thought I'd come on and show you guys what we picked up. Now I do have a new camera, if you like, so it may look a little different, clearer, brighter. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. So let's get cracking on. The first thing I have is this here. So this is the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. I have used this, guys, quite a few times and I really do enjoy it. It doesn't seem to cake on my skin, which is good, and it doesn't feel too heavy either. I wouldn't say it's the most lightweight feeling foundation that I've ever used, but it is a really, really good foundation. As far as long wearing, I wouldn't say it's ultra long wearing, so if you've got an event on or something to that effect, maybe find something else that's going to last a little bit longer. This would maybe do you 6-7 at a push, maybe hours wear. So just keep that in mind, guys, that it's not the most long wearing, but it is beautiful on the skin. I really do enjoy it. This is a doe foot applicator, so kind of like your Tarte foundations, it comes like this. Really easy to apply, really easy to blend, and just looks beautiful on the skin. So I am a huge fan of this. Sticking with foundations, guys, I picked up a few recently. So we've got this one here from Urban Decay. This is their all-nighter, and I am in the shade 0.5 because I am pasty AF. I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost. Simple. This again is a really nice foundation. I do enjoy using it. Comes with a pump, which is great. You can buy the refills for it, so again, another bonus. What I will say is just a little heavier in my opinion, and does seem to settle into some of my fine lines. So if you do have fine lines, things like that, something to keep in mind, but it is still a beautiful foundation and it does wear well throughout the day. It lasts forever. So yeah, like that, if you are going to event, I would maybe just for long wear purposes go for something like this because it does last quite a long time. Now, another foundation I picked up, which is pretty new on the market, it's from BarryM, and it's the full coverage foundation all night long. This one here I have in the shade Milk. Wasn't really a fan of this one, guys. I just felt I couldn't get it to go on and apply properly on my skin. It seemed to sort of separate when I wanted to build on it. It separated. Wasn't really a fan. Now, if this works for you, that is amazing. I'm glad it works for you guys, because what works for one person is not going to work for the next. There's been a whole lot of drama in the beauty community about things like this going on, but I'm just not a huge fan of this one, so I'm sure I'll probably donate it to my sister. You know, she's really getting into her makeup at the moment, so Pauline, if you do watch this, it's coming to you. Now, sticking with BarryM, I did pick up their all night long medium coverage foundation stick, and I actually do like this one. I prefer this one to the liquid. Again, it's really easy to apply, just comes in the stick form just like that. And guys, it's the same colour as, well, the same shade as the liquid. It's in Milk, and I really do like it. It blends out quite easy, maybe not as fast as like the Revolution Fast Base, but it does blend out really nice. Looks amazing on the skin, like gels well with all the other products you're using. I really like this one, guys, so I would probably repurchase this again, but I wouldn't pick this one up, just not a fan. Now, I do have another foundation to share with you guys, and it's my first time wearing it today, and it is from B, which is Superdrug's own brand, and this is their Flawless Silk Foundations. It looks like this, and I've got mine in the shade N1, and this does has this does has SPF 15 in there as well. And actually when I seen it, I thought a squeezy tube, you know, I'm not a huge fan, but actually you just pull the lid off and it actually is a pump, so that is a bonus. So guys, I really do like this. It applied beautifully. It just covers the skin really nice. It does make you look flawless actually. I just used it with a beauty sponge and applied brilliantly. I really like the coverage. Definitely I would say medium but buildable. And like I said, it hasn't settled into any fine lines, you know, it hasn't emphasized any texture, which I think is amazing. So I am a fan of this, and so far it's been on now for a couple of hours and I'm still enjoying how it looks on the skin. So I would definitely say it's worth picking up. And guys, I think this was only like £4.99 or £5.99 in and around that area, so not expensive at all. So I feel definitely I will be picking this one up again because I am liking how it looks on the skin. Now guys, we're kind of going back. There's no rhyme or reason to this haul at all, so I'm going to go for a primer now. I picked up the Revolution Pro Pore Primer, and guys, I really like this. And you know what, it really reminds me of the Benefit. First time back in a while and I can't speak, shock horror. This reminds me of the Benefit Professional. It is the same sort of consistency. Let me just show you guys before we move on to our next product, because we have a lot. So that's how it kind of looks. So as you can see, that yellowy texture, it does have that not gritty feeling, but you can definitely feel there's something there. And I've got to say guys, it does work for me. I find the way to get it to work best is just taking a little bit and only focus on where you really need it. So mine's is definitely, hang on until we get this lid on, mine's is definitely here, here, and I do put it just on the T-zone area here and just on the nose. And what I do is I warm it up and just really mold it into the skin and just pat it in, and it does blur out those pores. And I have found that using this primer, my pores aren't as visible when you're taking pictures and whatnot as what they were without this primer. So I'm a huge fan guys, I really like it, definitely worth picking up. Now we're going to go to say a concealer, and another one that I found that I'm really enjoying, and it is part of the BarryM All Night Long collection, this right here. And this I do believe is in the shade Milk as well, I'm pretty sure. I can't find the ticket now, so yes, I think this is in the shade. It's definitely the lightest shade they've got. So you're getting like 5 mils of product, which I think is pretty standard for a concealer of this nature. It just comes in a small doe foot applicator, you know, just pretty standard again. But guys, you don't really need a lot of this. I tend to just put sort of in the corner and drag it along and then blend it out. Blends out great, really brightens the under eye. I noticed this is really brightening. So if you really like that wide awake look, this is for you. Coverage is really quite good as well, you know, covered everything out that I needed. So I'm a fan of this one as well, so I'll definitely be picking that up again. I didn't think it would break away from my Revolution Conceal and Define. Believe you me, that is my holy grail. I still am completely in love and obsessed by it, but this one I really do enjoy also. Now guys, a product that I've only used once or twice because it is relatively new to me is the Illuminating Fixing Mist. This is from Nip and Fab, so as you can see there, and all you do is you shake it up and as you can see how pretty that is. So all of that is floating around in there, and you just spray that goodness all over your face, and it gives you that dewy illuminated look, that really healthy glow. And I have to say, the times that I've used it, I think I've used it twice now, it did do that for my skin. It gave it a nice dewy, glowy, healthy look to it. And this was on special. Superdrug were doing like Nip and Fab, you were getting like cheaper. I think it was like not quite half price, but near enough. So definitely it's worth waiting for those times on Superdrug, you know, when you're getting things either half price or buy one get one free. Definitely wait for Superdrug's deals, because it makes it more worthwhile and worth your coin. Now guys, a couple of Primark little deals for you. So we've got these right here. I picked these up a while ago when the collection first came out. This is part of the Pure collection from Primark, and they pretty much are dupes for Fenty Beauty's line. The gloss here I'm not so much of a fan of, guys. I've used it once and I haven't really reached for it again, so I'm sure probably my sister will be getting this also. Just not a fan. I just felt it was a little too gloopy, and I didn't like the whole metallic look on my lips anyway. It's just not for me. Although the lipstick I do quite enjoy. So as you can see, it is just a nude. Let me just do that for you there. So as you can see, it is just a nice nude that'll kind of go with most looks you're going for. And they smell of, when you were a little girl, well, when I was a little girl, we used to get a sweetie called Love Hearts. I still think you actually get them, and they're Love Hearts, and they smell just like that, really, really fruity. Really love the smell. Not so a fan of the gloss, but I do like the lipstick. Now, a couple of new products. I know we're kind of rushing through this, but guys, I have tons to show you, so I don't want this video to be like 95 years long. So these are new to Primark. These are their Velvet Whip lip creams, and they just look like this. This one isn't open, it's still sealed, I haven't used it yet, but this one is absolutely beautiful, guys. I really, really like it, and I love, love, love how it feels on the lips. So that is that one just right there. So as you can see, a very mousse-like texture, just like it says on the tube, whipped like. It is beautiful. Doesn't fully dry down to a matte, but it just feels so comfortable. It's not sticky or gloopy. It's not transfer proof, so you are going to obviously have to reapply throughout the day, but I really, really like these, and I think they were only coming in at like £2.50, £3 at the maximum. Like I said, it's been a while since I've picked all these up, so I can't remember prices of everything, but as you can see, it's a very, very pretty colour, and again, something that would go with everything. Now guys, the next thing is a bronzer, and I have been using this for quite a while. I got this when I was in a trip to Aberdeen, and it is from c.y.o. So this is their Golden Waves bronzer in 03 Sienna Reflection. It is beautiful. I had been waiting to get my hands on it for the longest time, but these are very, very expensive when they first come out. I mean, they're £22.50, I think, or in and about there, but I managed to pick this up on sale because obviously this collection was older and the newer collection was coming in, and this was down to like £6, just over £6, which I think was a complete bargain for this size of bronzer. Now I have been using this mostly every day, and I still have tons left. As you can see, it's still got a great big mound on there, and it smells of chocolate, guys. Just out and out chocolate. It's beautiful, and the packaging alone is just so pretty, guys. Now let me see. Oh yes, we have a few little things to show you before I move on to eyeshadow, because you know your girl is an eyeshadow junkie and I have a lot to show you. So I have the MUA blush. These again are newish, so these are like £2.50, and this is in Rose Tea, and I really, really like the shade, guys. It's just really, really pretty. Just a really soft mauvey pink. So as you can see there, it's just going to give the cheeks a flush of colour and no more, which is what I like. I don't like a blush that's too intense and in your face. I like something that just makes you look healthy. So like I said, another favourite, and I've been using this pretty much every day. Now, these that I'm wearing actually today, I don't know if you'll see them, but are my false eyelashes, and these are the Ardell Adores. Now I think these are probably of the older styles, but because I picked them up out of Poundsland, so they were like £1 a piece. So I picked up a couple of packets, and I have to say, guys, they're really easy to apply. You know, the band's not really that thick, it's a very thin band. They're very flexible, so you just pop them on and it's no hassle, and that's saying something considering I'm still an amateur at this. So if I was able to put them on, they're good eyelashes, because if I can get them on, anybody can get them on. So that is my eyelashes, guys. So now we're going to move on to, I'm just going to move some of the stuff out the way before we have a massive accident. Oh no, I have one more thing before the eyeshadows, is this Wet n Wild highlighter. This is in the shade Blossom Glow. It's absolutely beautiful. I have been using it quite a lot, as you can probably tell, and the shade is just beautiful. I definitely want to get my hands on the other one. So as you can see, it just gives you a really, really nice glow. Again, you can make this really intense if you like by spraying a little setting spray on there, and it'll intensify it for you. You can build on it. You can make it as intense as you want, or just as subtle as you want. It's completely up to you. Okay guys, now eyeshadow palettes, because what are we at? 14 minutes, dearie me. Okay guys, so eyeshadow palettes, I have quite a lot because I love eyeshadows. I love collecting eyeshadows, and I love creating lots of different eye looks with different colours, different textures. And I also use my eyeshadows, like if I'm doing really intricate details, I use them for shading and whatnot. So I do love eyeshadows. So the first one I'm going to show you is from Primark. I haven't even delved into this one yet. A lot of these I haven't even played with yet because I've had new ones come in that I was more excited about. But anyhow, this is from Primark. I'm really sorry about the reflectiveness, but how stunning is that packaging? Now this was only, I think, £8, and this is from their newer range, which I can't remember now. I think it's the Dusk range. Oh, brushes on go. You get a wee applicator with it, which is like the double-ended sponge. These can be useful, you know, if you're wanting to apply shimmers and that, but me personally, I don't really use them. Comes with a great big mirror. And then this is what you see. So as you can see, the colours are very dusky-like. You know, you've got your purples, your mauves, your pinks. You do have some transition shades there, so your browns and your creams. You do have some baby pinks. This palette is a mixture of, you've got some shimmers and you do have some mattes. I'm just going to swatch a couple for you. Oh, they do feel quite soft. Like I said, I haven't played with this palette at all yet, so I don't know what it can do on the eye, but we'll just do a little swatcheroonie of a few of the colours, and we'll just place them down there. So that is those colours there. So decent pigmentation, you know, for swatches, you know, and they swatched okay. I do like the colour selection there, you know, especially now that we're into October, you know, it's getting cold and damp and dark. So these are sort of the colours that I would be breaking out at this time of year, although you wouldn't think so with what I've got on my eye, but it's because I was testing out another new palette, which I'll be showing you in a second. So that is that one from Primark, which is part of their Dusk range. I absolutely adore the packaging, guys. That's what kind of drew me to it, was the packaging. It's absolutely stunning. I don't know if this would be so much travel friendly because it is quite heavy, and obviously because of the packaging it may not be great for traveling, but I like it anyhow. Now guys, I've got 3 here. See if I can get them without knocking everything over. And these are from I Heart Revolution, which used to be I Heart Makeup. They did a collaboration with Now That's What I Call Music, and they've come up with Now That's What I Call Makeup. So you've got the 80s, the 90s and the 1000s. Now I'm not going to open all of these up, I'm just going to pick one and open it up for you because they kind of all have the same design inside, although they do have different colours. I am going to be creating a new Instagram page separate from my makeup, which is like more of a review page. So once that's all done, I'll obviously link that in the video so that you guys can go and have a look, because I will be reviewing all sorts of products that I'll be trying out there. So let me open, we'll go for the 80s because that's the fun colours. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like just right there. So as you can see, kind of looks like a beatbox on the front, which I thought was pretty cool. You get, again, a great big mirror. And then this is what it looks like, guys. Now, doesn't it look like one of the MAC collections? I can't remember the name of it. I think it was Scott something. But they brought out a collection that looked just like this. I just love it, guys. The colours are absolutely amazing. You know, this is the 80s. So in the 80s, I mean, I am an 80 baby. And the 80s were all about like big hair, you know, the bright blue eyeshadow, you know. So this is kind of what this is. Now, they don't come with individual names. You'll find at the bottom of each sort of line. It's Let's Dance, New Romantics, Electric, Wild Frontiers, Throwback, and Neon. So obviously the inside looks like an equalizer and the front looks like a beatbox. I just think it's so cool, and let me just show you some of the shades. So we've got this beautiful blue, we'll go for this red matte, and we'll go for this lime green. So that's those colours there. These are not going to be the greatest of swatches. But as you can see, that's those colours there. Again, I did not a review of this, but sort of just talking about it on my Instagram stories and Snapchat a while back. I think it's just so cool, but I haven't actually played around with this on the eyes yet. Haven't had a chance, so I definitely think that's going to have to be something that I do very soon, you know, and start playing about with all of these things. Let me just do this before this falls straight on the floor. I hope this isn't too much of a mess of a video for me coming back, you know, just for this video. Now the next, I have 4 of a collection. Let me just skip over here. And again, I'm not going to pull all of these out because obviously this is going to take a long time and I don't want, again, this video to be ultra long. So I picked up the BH Cosmetics Glam Reflection Palettes. There is 4 of these. Oh, sorry, that's so reflective. So you've got, this one is Rose, and then you've got this one which is Gilded, and then you have this one which is Smoke, and then you have this one which is L'Amour. Now I think what I'm going to do is open Smoke and L'Amour, so I'll just put Gilded and Rose over there. So when you open it, this is very reflective, guys, so I'm going to kind of put it down this way. So as you can see, the front of it is shiny and reflective. Very lightweight, so these would be travel friendly. And again, you get a great big mirror, and then this is what you see. So you get 15 eyeshadows in here. I do believe it is 15. Yes, it is. 15 eyeshadows, and it's a mixture of mattes and shimmers. They are stunning, guys. Most of what you see dug in is swatching. So I'm just going to show you a matte and a shimmer. So let me put Smoke over there. So that is from that palette. I'm just going to put it there and there. So as you can see, the pigmentation is really, really good. Your value for money, guys. I mean, these were on sale when I purchased them, so it was like £11.15, and I think one of them was like £12 something, which is Smoke, which I found really weird, why like 3 of them were the same and the other one. But let me open up L'Amour and show you what that one looks like. Sorry about that, guys. I had a call come in, so I had to answer it there. So this is the L'Amour palette. So as you can see, it has that pinky, rosy colour reflectiveness going on there. Same as all the other palettes, come with a really nice little mirror, and they come with 15 shades. So as you can see, these are the shades here, really, really pretty. You've got these 2 here, which are more sparkly. They've got sort of glitter particles in there. Then you do get your selection of matte and shimmers. I swatched these 2 here for you guys, which is this one and this one, just right there. So as you can see, very, very pretty, very reflective. But like I said, guys, I haven't had much opportunity to actually play with these properly because there have been a couple of palettes that, like I said, I got really excited about and just felt I had to have a go with them first. And let me show you one of those palettes right now and why I got excited. So I got this palette for my husband for my birthday, which was in September, and it's from Morphe, and I have had my eye on it for a while. It is the Morphe 35B. So first of all, this is sort of their newer take on their palettes, where it's just black and the white writing, because the other palettes that I do own have sort of the big M that was in the red and the rest was white. I really do like this packaging, probably more so than the older packaging. It's just more sturdy, feels better quality. So in the inside, you see that it's got the M and it says #MorpheBabe, and this is what you see inside. So guys, this palette is absolutely stunning. There is a colour for every look you're going for, whether it just be a natural everyday glam or whether you're looking for something that's got a little bit more pop to it, you're going to find it in this palette. You do have shimmers as well as mattes in this, and guys, it is pigmented AF. You know, you don't need to dig your brush in there, just a little tap is just enough. Stunning. I haven't used every single shade in this palette, you know, I've only used some. So I've used the pinks, this yellow shimmer here is just stunning, as well as this blue shimmer here. I've used some of the greens actually, which I didn't think I would, but I have. The black is black, you know, it really is. So let me just lay this down here and just do a couple of swatcheroonies for you. So I'm going to take that pink for you, I'm going to take that yellow shimmer, I'm going to take the blue shimmer, and then I'm going to go for, I think, this really reddy look here. Bam, look at that. That is pigmentation. So let me just swatch these. I mean, look at that yellow. It is just beautiful. There's just something about it. It's just that is that there. How pigmented is that? The colours are beautiful. The mattes are really soft, and they blend amazingly well. You know, for as pigmented as this palette is, you have no struggles blending these colours together, and they all work really well. You know, you do find that 9 times out of 10 in a palette, the columns go like this and the columns go like this. So 9 times out of 10, everything will be cohesive whatever way you go. I just really love this palette, guys. It's one of my favourite palettes, you know, that I have in my collection is this one. So thank you to my husband, obviously. It's just a beautiful, beautiful palette. Now guys, I think we are rearing at the end. I've kind of saved the best for last. So it is under all this pile of stuff. I should have had it sitting out properly. So more bending over to the side, you know, it wouldn't be a makeup on my video if it wasn't a shambles. So yeah. So guys, I had in my last video the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. That palette again is one of my all-time favourites. I love it. The pigmentation is insane. The shimmers are absolutely beautiful and everything blends a dream. The packaging is stunning. You know, it's really, really sturdy. It's like in a doctor's box. It has your silver clips in the front. I'm in love, guys. I'm in love. So I really wanted to get my hands on the Thirsty palette, but I'd been out of stock forever, and this was a limited edition palette, and I'm not sure if he is keeping it as a permanent product or not, but I know it was restocking. We got word that he was restocking the Thirsty palette, and I knew I had to try and get my hands on it. So I did notice it had restocked. I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it restocked everywhere. Beautylish, which I use. I also use Beauty Bay. So I knew either one of those I was going to get. So I just decided to go for Beauty Bay. It was just, I just thought, why not? And I did. I managed to pick it up, and this is it here. So this is the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. This is what I have on my eyes today. Oh my god, guys, it's so beautiful. Oh, how stunning does this palette look? I mean, how vibrant are those colours? The reason I really wanted to pick this palette up are these colours here. I just absolutely adore them, and I heard a lot of good things about all the shimmers in this palette, like the, let me discuss. So I used, obviously, now I used today Quench, Submerge, Splash, I used a little bit of Parched, and I used Divine and Filthy Rich. So this one right here, which is Quench, I used it obviously all there as a transition shade. Beautiful. It worked really well. You know, I went in and layered it up because I really wanted it to pop, but guys, it blended superbly. You know, I had no issues with it at all. It's pigmented, you see it on the eye, it's just a beautiful shade. Then I went in with this one right here, which is, let me see, Splash. So it's like your aquamarine green. I went in the crease with that, just lower than what Quench was. And again, worked really, really well together. You know, it didn't go patchy or grab on anything. Now on this eye here, I do have quite a bad dry patch at the minute. I'm working on getting away. But it is dry at the moment, and it didn't cling to anything. You know, it didn't make that dry patch look worse. It didn't emphasize it or grab to it and really ruin the look. It did nothing. The eyeshadows just blended over it perfectly. And I used a little bit more of Quench just to go back over Splash, just to obviously blend everything out and diffuse it. Then I went in with, I cut my crease and went in with Divine, which is the silver shade, and Jesus, you know, it's like, I don't like using the Lord God name in vain, but let me just show you. It just looks like you've melted down a few silver rings and just put it into an eyeshadow. It is just beautiful. It is so reflective. It is stunning. So I used that, cut the crease and applied that just where I'd cut the crease. And again, I had to go in a few times to build that shade up, but I don't know if that was just a concealer or if it was just, if it is the shadow, I wasn't sure. But it built up quite nicely, and as you can see, it is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And I went in there both with a wet brush and a dry brush, and it both applied really, really nicely. Obviously, if your brush is wet, it's going to apply more intense. So I would say normally for me, when I'm applying a shimmer, I do tend to just dampen my brush because I do want the shimmer to obviously pop. So for all shadows, regardless of whether it's like Jeffree Star, BH Cosmetics or Revolution, any of these, I do tend to go in with a damp brush. I just like the effect that little bit more. So then I went in with Submerge, which is this beautiful, beautiful sky blue, and I went over Divine, over the silver, and just into the corner a little. It just looks so good together. And then I used obviously Submerge, yes, I'm Submerge, under the lower lash line, just on its own, just for that pop of blue. And then the inner corners today, this shade is ooh la la, stunning. I went in there with Filthy Rich. Now Filthy Rich for me isn't just so much of a shimmer, guys, to me it's more like, it's got glitter particles in there, so I would say maybe more of a foil rather than just a straight up shimmer. But guys, this, I mean, it does have a lot of glitter in there, so I'm not sure if you guys would want to use, like, if you're putting this all over the lid, maybe a glitter glue, but I didn't feel I needed one. It went on no problem at all in the inner corner, but that's what that looks like just right there. So as you can see, it's stunning. Can you imagine that, like at Christmassy time, sort of like you're going for a ready look, so maybe pairing this up with the Blood Sugar palette and just tapping that all over the lid just to give it that shine and sparkle, so when the light hits it, it's twinkling away. Oh, yes, yes. So guys, I'm going to play with this a whole lot more. Like I said, those are the shades that I used here today to create the look I'm wearing. It's an absolutely beautiful palette, guys. I mean, this was coming in, I think, $45 I paid for this off of Beauty Bay. It's absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. So I definitely think I'm going to collect more of his products. I definitely think I want to get his older two palettes, so Beauty Killer and Androgyny. I want to pick those up, and obviously I want to try a lot of his lipsticks. You know, I've heard, I think I actually had many moons ago, I think I had 2 of his liquid lipsticks, and I did like how they felt on the lips, but I want to pick up obviously more, and I want to try his lip scrubs because I've heard they're really, really good, and you can also eat them. So there. But guys, that is my haul for today. So this is going to be a really long video, so for that I am sorry, but we had a lot to discuss. I've been away for a while, so I have been using makeup obviously all the time, and these are things that I've picked up. There are other things on my collection that are new, but you know guys, I don't want to bring out everything because we would be here for days. But yeah, I am going to continually just put up my videos when and if I can upload. So obviously I don't have a complete schedule at the moment, it's just when I have time. Like I said, guys, my mental health hasn't been that great as of late, the last few weeks. I mean, I'm having a lot of trouble with my downstairs neighbours, and just my headspace has been a little mushed up as of late. So I hope you guys can understand, and I hope you still enjoy the videos that I do put out when I put them out. And yeah, like I said, go over to my Instagram. I'm doing tons of Halloween looks at the minute and tons of like glam looks, so go and check that out. That's at mummy_makeup. Check out my Snapchat where I do sometimes review these products on my Snapchat. Also, I will be creating another Instagram that is just purely for reviews, so skincare, any makeup products that I'm using that I'm liking or disliking, I'll be putting on that page. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this long ass video. Thanks very much for sticking by me, you know, and sticking with me and waiting on an upload. I have had a couple of you message me actually, asking when I'm coming back to do a video, so here it is for you guys. So hopefully it won't be too long to the next. You take care, guys. Remember, be kind. The world needs it right now. Speak to you later. Take care. Love you.